Hey everyone, I'm Isaac from Epica, and today I'm gonna walk you through the song Omega of our latest album Omega and go in from a basic demo to the end product. So with Epica, the procedure is as follows. We are located in 4 different countries, so that makes it really hard for us to have a weekly rehearsal. That's why we all have our home studios, and we just gonna ping pong ideas to each other. And then after that, we go to pre-production, which is still mainly a demo phase. After that, we go into the studio to rehearse the songs only with a 3-piece, drums, guitar, and bass, to see if everything connects, and eventually we enter the studio for the full recording. So my home studio setup is pretty basic. Let me walk you through it. I take a Gibson guitar, I plug it into my audio interface, which goes to my laptop. I use Logic and a bunch of plugins to get a decent guitar sound. Eventually, they come out through the KRK V-Series studio monitors. The reason I'm using KRK, in this case the V6, is pretty obvious. There's a 6-inch woofer, so that's really good for all the low end, which we need as a metal band, detuned or pretty much a standard tuning in B. So we use 7-string guitars, and then there's also a lot of reliable mid, which we obviously need for all the orchestration which is going on, and the lead vocals, there's a lot of mids that are needed. So it's a very natural sounding, active, two-way speaker, which is, for my home studio, it's as good as it gets. So let's go into the program and see what happened. So here it is. And then it just repeats after that. So this started, other than you might expect, didn't start as a guitar-oriented idea. I pretty much came up with a very basic orchestral melody, very basic, just a couple of violins combined. And then instantly when I heard it back, because I could hear a lot more going on, which eventually became the end of the song, sort of a complex, more is more principle of the same small melody that I initially had. So there's so much going on. There's choir, kids choir, full orchestration, lead vocals, guitars, the whole metal band is represented. So there's like, you couldn't, or Epica at least, couldn't stack more into the ending of this song as what we actually did. So let me take you to that part, the demo part that is, so you know that eventually before sending it over to the band, this is what I had. I wanted to counter this little idea in the intro with full-on band. So this is the part you're gonna hear next. It's double bass kicks, it's riffs, it's everything, pretty much a real metal kick-ass start of the song. Here it comes, hold tight. So for the chorus, being a metal band, you could go all in, but my initial thought already is that I want to leave it as open as I can. So this is what I came up with. we go back to the beginning. The bridge is something that I always look forward to whenever I write a song or when I work on other songs of different band members. And this gave me the opportunity to come up with a cool breakdown, heavy riffing, and that's the way I like it. Let's have a listen. So this was the cool breakdown that I came up with to counter all the nice little fancy things. Then let's go to the most awesome part of the song, which would probably be the guitar solo. And this is something that in the beginning I would just improvise. I would just take a guitar, see what I can come up with, maybe a little cutting and pasting here and there. So by the time I'm in the studio, I pretty much have the whole solo worked out already. Well, something like that at least. This is the part where we go into the rehearsal room and we just, as a three-piece, drums, guitars, and bass, we're gonna just sit and play, have fun, and see if everything connects. This is a recording of that rehearsal. So just to give you an idea that we're not perfect and that it's not, this is not the process where we want to sound good. We just want to make sure that we don't forget any ideas and sounds shitty, but it's a good reference for whenever we need to go back to the studio to do the real thing. Thank you all for tuning into this video. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. If you want to know more about me or the band, then just go to epica.nl. Take care, see you out there.